Is there more up and down to it week to week than you expected and obviously than you'd like?
In what?
And in footwork?
Not really. It's more just when I have my mind made up, I would say that's the biggest thing.
You mean by that, like, the mistakes come because you've made up your mind to work? Explain what you mean by that.
Just whether it's man coverage or not, if I like my matchup, I know who I'm going to. I know, that me and him I got to throw him a good ball. He got to make a good play for us.
Cam, it was clear you're frustrated, after all these losses. For you, like, how do you flush it and move on to the next game? Is that a tough experience for you to do?
No, it's not tough. I've lost football games before. It's more just learning from it fast and minimizing it fast. That's the biggest thing. Then also, like, we got a lot of games we got to try to go 1-0 this week, try to go 1-0 every week. So it's really just trying to establish and try to get that first one.
What's your response, like, from your teammates and after your statements? We asked, like, obviously you're being blunt, you're keeping it as you said as well. Like, how's the response from your teammates then?
Oh, that's been good. And then it's been also more of me seeing, they side as well. So, we had some conversations, but it's been good. We still the same teammates in and out outside the locker room. But I got some good guys around me. We know that we ain't play our best ball yet. We got a lot of potential on this roster. We just got to go prove it on Sundays.
Have you been surprised at all by how big the response was nationally to people latching onto that comment?
Not really. They gonna blow it up no matter what, whether it's good or bad for the Titans. So we trying to win football games. That's the biggest thing, and that's what we try to go do this week.
Do you care?
No. I'm caring about my teammates and trying to win football games.
And we know how much self-confidence you have. When things are bad, I guess when things have been really bad just throughout your journey, I guess what has kept that sky-high self-confidence so high in those moments?
Just knowing the work that I put in and my teammates put in every week, watching a lot of film, just going over simple plays, because at the end of the day, we got to execute the simple plays. We've yet to do that offensively on my end, and then just as a group, just trying not to be in long situations. So it's more just executing and just remembering that, it's always going to get better at the end of the day. It's just about us minimizing it fast, and we got to learn from it fast. So, this week we can try to improve.
For the first couple, or for maybe like weeks 2 and 3, it looked like you and Alec were very much on the same page, very good connection. Was that a little bit different in the last game against Houston? It looked like you guys weren't necessarily right on, perhaps, as much as you had been.
Nah. I think it just comes down to me and him completing the football. On the back shoulder I threw it too early. I got to wait for him to turn around, look for the ball, and throw him a better ball. So it's real stuff that, me and Ellie can fix. So, we're not really too worried about that. We'll have another opportunity at it this week, hopefully. If not, we'll get it in the future.
Cam, you're a quarter of the way through your first season in the NFL. What do you say is the biggest adjustment that you've made now that you've been assessing yourself through these 4 games?
I think the biggest adjustment is knowing that it's always going to be a close game, especially in the fourth quarter. No matter where it's going to be a shootout or it's going to be a 6-6 ball game, we always have a chance to win the football game at the end of the game majority of the time. So just always preparing myself that, it's always going to be a full-quarter game.
What are the challenges that you expect to see this weekend?
I just think they're real good, especially number 3. I think, he makes a lot of plays on that defense. They got a great interior. They got a great, guys around them, the back end to help them. They do a lot of stuff with 3 safeties deep. So it's really more about us, putting the ball in space, having them tackle us, then, being accurate and then run the ball good.
Cheat codes, so to speak, to speed up the process, and when you're back there and you're looking and going through your reads, or you just have to take what's there?
It's really a bit of both. You got to know the coverage, and you also got to be able to see space and take what is there. And then completing the football, we got to do that better. I think if we complete the football more, it just help us keep the drive alive.
Is there a high percentage of the individual drills that you do that are focused on footwork, and how much do they help?
I think everything is not specifically just the individual time. It's that and seeing the play, seeing who's at what spot, then also seeing the progression. So it's a little bit of everything.
How much helping to get Tajay back, and what did you see from him when he was out here during camp?
I'm real excited. He's been looking real good, especially today, finally getting him back. It's going to be able to boost our offense a lot just from what he can do, not obviously in the running game, but just in the check down game, giving him the ball in space, a little couple plays for him. But, you know, I'm excited to have him back. I've been waiting to play with Tajay, so, you know, I'm ready, and I know he's ready to go show out.
As you guys continue to get the you know, what plays are up and down throughout the week, do you at all lobby for more RPO opportunities? And why do you think you were able to excel at that so much in college?
You said the RPOs?
Yes.
I just think it's just how I was bred from coming out of a wing T offense all the way to, you know, spread offense throughout college and my time at Miami. And so I've always done RPOs my whole football life. And so it's really about seeing space, seeing leverage, and then if whoever the read is for that play, if he leaves, I can throw it, not hand it off. So once we get into it, I think it'll help us out a lot. But at the end of the day, we got to establish the run game. We got to establish a consistent pass game. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's going to be what, you know, makes us, you know, be a good offense.
So you feel like that's something you got to kind of earn and work towards being able to do, as opposed to, like, being right there in the book right away?
I think it just comes down to who we're playing defensively. Honestly, if you can truly RPO them. And I think it just comes, you know, just game plan to game plan.
What is it about plays on the move in general that seems to bring out maybe some of your best play?
I would honestly say just getting outside the pocket, not making it scramble drill, but defining it, I would say. And then we have a lot of playmakers, guys like Gunner, Chig, especially the tight end group who are real good. We're just giving them the ball in space, making them let people miss, and, you know, having them making it supposed to play for us. So, you know, I think it's going to help us just to play for the O-line to get a breather on our movement plays. So, you know, I know we're going to do a lot more of those, and then really just try to win a football game.
Thanks, Paul.